Alrighty, everybody. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. Hello, Cal. Good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. We're back at it working on the Pokemon art that we started a week ago? 2 weeks ago, something like that. Hi, everybody. Started to fill in with color because I remember, gosh, working on this was so intense and much more intense, like hurtful on my wrist than I thought it was going to be honest. I'm so excited to finish this, so I'm just kind of going through right now and calling everybody in. I'll put this up top so that you guys can kind of track where we're at. But nothing too crazy tonight. We're just sitting around doing art stuff, guys. Thank you so much for the hydrate, Draco. I appreciate you. Delicious. I actually have sweet tea and I have water with me right now. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. You know, I've been playing this same playlist off of Spotify for like years now. This is copyright-free music that I can play for you guys, but I feel like I've heard all of this music so much that I'm actually starting to get sick of it. I might have to go through and make my own playlist of like different genres of copyright-free music just to kind of mix it up a little, you know? Hello, Draco. Oh yeah, sweet tea is fucking delicious. You know, my time in the South, I have figured out the art of making sweet tea. It was kind of dangerous for me because I am very addicted to sugar and I love sugar so much. So I struggled with putting too much, but I think I finally found a good median where it's still sweet, like southern sweet tea, but not like diabetic sweet tea. And I'm just gonna take that as a win. Lemonade and sweet tea. I know, I used to try Arnold Palmer's like that. I didn't really care for lemonade in my sweet tea. But I do love lemonade, I will say. So, if anyone's wondering why we're doing Pokemon, because I feel like my content isn't really around Pokemon. We do a lot of dinosaur content, and hopefully, I know you guys have been waiting for it, I'll be playing Jurassic World Evolution 3 for the channel soon. Which, huge shout out to all of my clients who've been reaching out and giving me commissions, because that is what's going to fund us doing more games, is being able to support the channel and making sure all our bills are paid, and then we can look at finding new games. But Jurassic World Evolution 3 is definitely on the list of a game we definitely need to play, and I've been very excited to try out the new building mechanics, and of course the baby dinosaurs. Of course. too much sugar in sweet tea. Yeah, you're right. Well, if I drink sweet tea so much, there's so much sugar that my throat starts to dry out, I feel like that's a red flag. I make sure I only drink 1 cup per day and try not to drink more than that. There we go. On to the next, guys. It's gonna get so messy so quick. Coloring our next guy. We pour the sugar until we feel our ancestry. Tap it on shoulders and sun said, "Alright, youngin', that's enough." You're right. I took a false statement. Oh, thank you, Draco. Yeah, we have stickers. We have your character here's on there. A lot of dinosaur stuff. I used to sell Pokemon content, actually, but I didn't like the idea that I would be making money off of somebody else's creation, even if it is Nintendo and a lot of other people do it. I just didn't like that. I want people to remember my art and remember my characters because it's, you know, just that, my characters and my art. Is that empty space? That's empty space. Whoops. So I took a lot of Pokemon off, and plus I don't want to deal with Nintendo breaking down my door, getting pissed off because I used their art and started making money off of it. So That's why I went ahead and just switched it over. Although coloring my own dinosaurs, like my para, or whenever I draw like colonized dinosaurs, or I take screenshots and then like color on top of them or something, that's different. That's a whole other ball game that we can play. An idea I had though for Pokemon that I won't sell is, what if I drew Pokemon, but what if they had mutations? Like what if they were piebald or albino or melanistic? I thought that would be super badass. So we might do something fun like that on a later time. So I gotta check to see which lines we're coloring in. Nintendo, they just raised the price on OG Switch and started yeah, you're right. Actually, my sister just has been reaching out to me lately because she decided to get a Switch for my nephew. And I swear to you guys, he's going to be a gamer just like us. She says that he's like 4, 5, 6, somewhere around there. But he'll watch like my videos on Instagram, and I was like, sister, no, I say a lot of inappropriate things. She's like, no, it's okay, I mute it. I'm like, good, because I definitely do not make content for children. I would feel so bad if I'm the reason why poor boy is traumatized. But he started playing Pokemon. My sister bought him a Switch, and he's on his way to buy or get his first Pokemon games to play on his little video game journey. He loves dinosaurs already because he watches all of my content. So y'all just wait, we're gonna be adopting my nephew to come play with us. I see this really thin coloration going all the way around. I don't know how I feel about that. You guys probably can't see it, but I can, and it bothers me. Yeah, so when we play our new game tomorrow, which if you guys are in Discord, you can probably get a really good idea of what it's going to be at this point. We will be playing it like it is for kids. We're gonna kind of keep all the cussing down just so that when hopefully my nephew would like to watch my YouTube videos, he isn't exposed to all that bad language. Plus, I would love for my little nephew to be like, yeah, my aunt showed me all the videos and she's so cool. She has all the gaming and she streams and all that. Thank you, Nico. My little soda pop, my little soda pop. Thank you, Nico. Join the fold, become a game dino nerd like us, that's right. I'm brainwashing him. Well, he actually kind of did on his own, and my sister just, supports him, which is good. Which I was surprised to hear how many of you guys were interested in a Pokemon stream, by the way. Like I said, we're not really known for Pokemon content, so I'm excited to share the game with you. I got a new capture card for you guys and everything. I'm excited. Oh shit. There we go. Also, this line art is so nice, even though I know it was tired as fuck when I did it. Oh, I should draw my nephew a little Pokemon card for Christmas. I bet he would love that. My sister has to tell me what his favorite Pokemon is. Someone also needs to show him the starters and see which one he chooses. Like the original starters. Oh my god, Draco, I love that. Thank you. What, guys, I literally looked away from chat for 2 seconds. What the fuck are all these emotes? Why is there a Dorito? Those are cute. I love those. What are those from? Poke Gardevoir? Oh, because they're a prime. Gotcha. Alright, cool kid. Bless you, Nico. Sorry, Nico's in the room next to me and I just heard him sneeze. Charizard is the best. You know, I do think Charizard's pretty cool as like the dragon flying type Pokemon, but like I'm not as hyped about him as everybody else is. Oh shit. The ice in my drink just moved and it scared me, or it startled me. Thank you. You're welcome, Nico. Oh, the Pride Hearts are cute too. That's something we got to do next year is when Pride rolls around again. We gotta do remake the Pride Foxes that I did one year. You know, speaking of emotes, we just released a new emotes on the Discord. Damn, I never added- hold on, I never added them to Twitch. Hold on, everybody hold on. We have to fix this right now. There's a picture of Roger I have of him. Oh no. I don't have the PNG version of him. Damn. Well, I guess Twitch is gonna have to wait, but I definitely have a new emote and it features our boy Raja. And I'll have to add it onto Twitch later. Of him having no thoughts. What are they holding? Is that pineapple on pizza? Oh no. Oh, Pikachu with ramen, that's adorable. I love that. Alright, magic time, guys. Boop. Oh shit, I broke it. Just kidding. I missed a place somewhere. No idea where. Oh, I see it. Yeah, and probably this whole last spot over here. There we go. And then if we drag and drop. There we go. My steel's covered now. Pineapple bleach is delicious. Oh no. The ultimate. Aw, thanks, Draco. Honestly, that Paris Stompy emote is still one of my favorite emotes I've ever made. Thank you so much for the follow. Hi, Olivia. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for following. Y'all, this is the best part of this piece. I love Vaporeon laying on Mudsdale's little hooves. I think that's cute. And then Dragonite sleeping. I wanted to change Mimikyu around, but fuck it. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of lazy. I just kind of want to finish this at this point. How much time have we spent on this so far? 3.5 hours. Oh, don't you worry, Nico. I know that was your sister. I just didn't know if I should have... if I wanted to announce that or not. Oh, you know what? I never sent his sister my coffee recipe. I'm so sorry. Send me a text and I'll send it to you. Is that part of Vaporeon? Yeah. Little Go Dragon just chilling. That's right. That's what you do, Draco. You did that for a long, long time. Hey, you know, at least it's not a shit ton of people, because then the bed don't get too lumpy. Not everybody knows how to cuddle. I'm just saying. It's a skill that must be taught. Alright, here's the drop. Boop. Wonderful. You damn right cuddle piles have to be taught, just like lions teach their cubs to hunt. Dragons teach their young to cuddle and hoard, that's right. Pineapple pizza is great. No. Guys, I'm sorry, I just have to disagree. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. I personally love a meat lover's pizza. Although I also just have lost my taste for pizza entirely recently. You have to beat your dad in a fight in his prime? Oh hell no. My dad would beat my fucking ass. Pineapple, pepperoni, jalapenos? Oh no, I don't do any kind of spicy like that either. You guys can keep your pizza. We'll just order you your own pizza, okay? Sweet and savory. Chicken, bacon, jalapeno, pineapple. You had me at chicken, bacon. The other two, I don't know about that. Although bacon's always good on anything. I remember the first time I ever had ham on pizza, and that was such a game changer for me. Here's the drop. Pew. Oh yeah. Respectfully. No. That scares me. I would not. You'll make it a good fight, but are about the same size. Damn. That's like one of those long-winded fights, you know? That would be a good fight. That's like you gotta grab some popcorn and like really invest in what's going on. Shit. Boop. There we go. If it's pineapple, it's a fruit and therefore a fruit pie. Still good, technically a fruit pie, not a pizza pie. Isn't pizza technically a pie in the first place? I'm pretty sure it is. Tomatoes are fruit as well, so therefore it's always been a fruit pie. True. Well, in that context, the pizza dough itself is made by any grain, technically a fruit. Is everything just fruit? Is that what I'm understanding right now? Did we all evolve from fruit? Was that the origin of our species? Or the origin of food is fruit? Everything is fruit and there's no such thing as vegetables. Try me. You know what? I'll just let you have that one. I don't even want to attempt to argue that one. Wasn't there like a rule that like vegetables grow under the ground and then fruit grow above the ground or something like that? Therefore, tomatoes are fruit. And potatoes are vegetables. Carrots are vegetables. I guess you also have broccoli, unless broccoli is also a fruit. But you put a whole pineapple or tomato as a filling, it's classified as a fruit pie and is used from a pizza pie. Oh. but not disregard as Alfredo sauce. That would just be rude. Sorry, big yawn. Grows into the ground's a tuber root. Okay. And then would be stem or leaf. Broccoli is a flower. Broccoli is a flower? Oh, wait, no, yeah, that makes sense. No, because then it flowers and then it becomes the fruit part. No? Anything is edible if you try hard enough. Damn, Kilo. Thank you, Kilo. Anything is edible if you're brave enough. Does it matter if you survive or not? I feel like that's also an important point. There's a guy that ate an entire plane? Doesn't count. Who ate an entire... Is that actually a thing? Is there a news article I missed where somebody ate an entire plane? My question is why would you want to eat an entire plane just to be like, yeah, I did that? And you want that to be your big accomplishment in your life? People are weird. That's a real thing that happened years ago, Needed an entire small plane. Like, damn, that's still intense. What about the fuel? I bet they freaking ate the fuel too. If I knew this plane was gonna be eaten by a guy, I would totally put the fuel in there too. Oh shit, I didn't mean to move it. There we go. No, he ate the whole plane and then had like the fuel in a little sippy cup and then just like drank it. They looted it or some shit. I bet that would have taken forever too. Oh no, this is open space. I gotta... There we go. Then we can drop it. Bloop. There we go. I can't wait to color all of this in. It's gonna be really pretty. Meanwhile, raw tomato is where I draw the line. Y'all, I'm just picky as fuck. I've been so picky since I was a kid. I tolerate little to no food. Just give me rice and chicken nuggies all day, every day. Allergic to fruit. Can't eat vegetables. That's why I take a multivitamin every day. Alright, everybody. Everybody's got their flats on. I can do thin slices, like almost iced tomatoes on a hearty sandwich from McAllister's. Oh, I love McAllister's. King Club has to go to fuck. I love McAllister's. I feel like we're due for a McAllister's visit, because Jesus Christ. I found the info. Uh-oh. You say McAllister's decent? Decent? Get out of here. The man who ate a plane was Michael Lotito, a French entrepreneur known as Monsieur Mengetrot, Mr. Eat All. Between 1978 and 1980, he consumed an entire Cessna 150 airplane over 2 years by breaking into small pieces and washing them down with mineral oil and water to aid digestion. His stomach lining was unusually thick. His powerful digestive acids allowed him to digest indigestible objects like glass, metal, and rubber. Damn. I mean, for a chain restaurant sandwich, you gotta admit it ain't half bad. It's pretty fucking good, and it justifies— don't spit on me. It justifies how much they ask for their sandwich, too. Because, like, I can't go back to Subway anymore. Subway is, like, ugh. That's a cheap-ass sandwich. I paid, like, $6 to get a sandwich and chips. But, like, McAllister, they got a thick-ass sandwich. It surprised me, like, 3 different meals. So good. Glass is wild. Oh, yeah. My man said, I have a mutation. I'm gonna do some weird shit with it. Watch this. Okay, so we have all of this. Hang on, we just gonna take a— I'm just gonna save a screenshot real quick. There we go. Fun fact, McAllister's was made in Texas. That's cool. I remember when I was in North Carolina, Nico actually told me about McAllister's, and it's like, man, the fuck is that? Bless you, Nico. But ever since I got here and tried it, I've been hooked ever since. Go ahead and alpha lock all of these. I don't really know how I want to color these, by the way. I think I want to start here. I think. Sure. Sorry, it's okay. Don't apologize. I don't know why, but it being from Texas makes complete sense. Nico, go take some Claritin or something. Alright, I need to pull up a picture of this guy. I actually have a shiny of him, and I can't remember the name of it, of this Pokemon to save my life. Or Ceruledge? Yeah, Ceruledge. I have a shiny. That's how we're going to be coloring him today. Ceruledge one of his— oh, that's awesome. Ceruledge was the first shiny I got in Pokemon Violet, and Nico actually named him for me, named them Starlight. Kind of disappointed with their shiny when they evolved, but you know what? A shiny is a shiny. Previously was wrong. It was found in Mississippi. Oh, okay. Okay, so ever or like in Pokemon Violet or Scarlet or Violet? Because my first ever shiny was I got a shiny Zubat I ran into on accident in the original Diamond game, and that was my first ever shiny. Yeah, first shiny in Violet was a Ceruledge. I didn't know that the Gyarados, the shiny Gyarados in that one lake was a shiny. I totally just killed it and moved on with my life. Shiny on the inside. The only thing that's different are the little flames that come off of its eye. In my red Gyarados Mushu, I love that. I love that so much. That's such a cool name to give it. Starmie literally just gets longer legs. I've heard about that. The Mega Evolutions kind of suck. Have you seen Victory Bell? Yeah. I also... Okay. Shiny or Mega Meganium kind of sucks for me too. I'm like, you guys are just gonna add more flowers to it. It's kind of lame. But then, shiny Feraligatr is okay. I don't know. It looks like he's just wearing a giant helmet, and I don't really like that too much either. But that's just my opinion. Oh, okay, very good. So you got a Magikarp in Violet. That's cool. I thought about looking for one, but I feel like it was so easy. It was like, eh. I would love to find... I was trying to look for a shiny... What was it? The pre-evolution of Mudsdale. That's the one that I was looking for, but I couldn't find it. In Blander Stretch, yeah. Abomasnow is still pretty cool, though. I like that. I just hit my mic with my pen. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so it's funny you say that because I'm also spending an ungodly amount of hours looking for a shiny Charmander right now. Because years and years and years ago in X and Y, I spent an ungodly amount of hours finding a shiny Charmander for my ex. But then when I gave it to him and hatched like 7.5 boxes of eggs, he was like, thanks, and then he never fucking touched it. Which broke my fucking heart. So I'm looking for a shiny Charmander just so I can play it in ZNA. Kitsui and Zoroark, ah, that'd be so cool. I didn't realize that they were in the game until I accidentally caught one, and I was like, oh shit, where the fuck did you come from? Your first shiny was a flippin' Mewtwo? Get the fuck out of here. You're not allowed to be in a stream anymore. remember when they were doing the horde raids for Zapdos, and actually got 2 shiny Zapdoses in a row. I thought that shit was fucking awesome. I also ran into a random shiny Larvitar while I was at the mall. No, not the mall, I was at a Walmart, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, they're having a community day today. So I thought I'd just open my app, and there it was. I was like, holy shit. I gotta transfer all those Pokemon to the home app so I can actually like use them in game. Be right back, checking Pokemon Home because I might actually have a shiny Charmander. Ayo! Pretty sure I gave it to my sister. Aw. That's cute. That don't be for real. Yeah, I need to get the rest of my shinies off. I think I put them in Let's Go Eevee, so I need to pull them out of there. I remember I tried shiny hunting in Pokemon Arceus, and like the odds were better, but like I don't know, I lost my patience with it. Wee wee wee. Thank you for the wee wee wee. think my shiny Charmander might be in Violet. Remember getting a complete random Pokemon shiny Charmander from the home Wonder Trade. Be careful with that, because there are some people who are, or there's this company that gives out shiny Pokemon that are like level 100 and are super cool and ripped, and they're like cheated in, and I don't want them cheating freaking Pokemon. But they'll also say like Pokemon.gg or something like that. They're distinct with it. Because I got a lot of those too. I used to love getting random shiny from Wonder Trades. I got a shiny Talonflame like that once and a shiny Groudon. Thought it was badass. And Go Pokemon, the only ones you can tell for sure aren't fakes. Oh, for sure. 100%. Website weirdos? Yeah, I usually just use those like no one has. Yeah. I have in a special box where they're basically in jail. I know it's not their fault, but it's their fault. Oh shit. Let me just... Very aggressive red color we have. He excuse me. The plumage, thank you. Alright guys, and then we have the only indicator that this is a shiny Pokemon. Actually, we'll have to put this on top of the line work. Kind of like this. Oh, shit. Try to keep shading to a minimum. That way we can kind of get through this in a very timely manner. If you guys want your own drawn Pokemon team, I have a Ko-Fi you can check out. Shameless plug. Help me pay to get groceries and shit. That's it? Yep. Nice shiny. Yeah, the shiny is, like I said, it's not very exciting. Reminds me of Starfire from Teen Titans for some reason. I got the same fucking reaction, honestly. I think that's why I named my shiny Starlight. I feel like it's more like her sister Blackfire. Yeah, I could see that too. I feel like it gives off Starfire vibes, but Blackfire's coloration. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. I wonder who that could be. Uh-oh, do you know who that is? Is that what's happening? Oh, you both are filming? Oh no. La 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 la. I think I'm actually okay with the rest of this. Okay, so there we go, guys. We have one Pokemon done. And how long did this take us? We were at 3.5 hours when we started the stream. Took me half an hour to finish him. Okay. Alright, who's next? I feel like we should do Mudsdale towards the middle or the end because I feel like I'd have the most fun with him. I guess we could do Dragonite or Mimikyu now? Hang on, I'm gonna drink some water. Oh no, I finished all my tea. I don't have any more tea left, guys. My 1 cup for the day. Let's work on Dragonite. I want to give him a little sleepy bubble. So he's actually more of an orange color, but I kind of like this yellow that's on him, so we're just gonna stick with it and call it a day. There's actually no other colors I really have to play with other than his wings, though, which are like a green, blue, green, blue. Somewhere around there. Too bright. Good old Nick Fury. Never color with pure white, guys. That's your art tip for the day.
Go drink some water, or I'll fucking end you.
Thank you so much for the hydrate. I will drink some water now, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. What if I like erase some of this like that? I don't know if that looks right. You know what? We're just gonna let it go and it'll be fine. I feel like maybe if we went this way about it. And then what if we went back to this and we did this? And then let's grab this color. Nope, don't like that. About to trash the idea, guys. Just... Oh shit. I didn't need to do that. I can live with that. Alright, back to our scheduled program. I'm Batman. Well, welcome in, Batman. Enjoy the stream. We're drawing Pokemon. As all nerds should do on a Thursday night. Yep. I don't actually have much coloring to do for him other than to shade him, so... Guess we'll just... I'm on the wrong layer! There we go. This color might actually be a little too dark. Actually, if we blend it a little bit more, I don't mind it as much. Me 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 me. I actually like this color, so we'll stick with this color, and then we'll go in with a darker color. The more darker areas. Don't worry guys, I know what I'm talking about, it's fine. Anyone who has ever drawn anything ever, let's not mention the time where people are digital artists and they freaking draw on their sketch layer and they're over here trying to like get rid of their sketch layer, but they've drawn on top of it and you're like, well, it is what it is, and probably rage quit and stop drawing for X amount of days. Totally not speaking from experience, by the way. Absolutely not. I would never accidentally draw on my sketch layer, ever. I am too good for the game. guys. My iPad froze for a moment, but it's okay. We fixed it. All is good in the hood. I think we're just gonna make his entire shoulder over here darkened. Absolute beefcake. I didn't really use my Dragonite, to be honest. I just needed a 6th Pokemon. I'm like, man, I never used a Dragonite before. You can see what all the hype's about. Is kind of my reaction towards Dragonite. I always find myself having 5 and not needing a 6, and the 6 is just kind of a free layer at that point. I don't know. That's just me. Here, boy, I'll give you your nails back. Professional artist. I've been there. Yeah, see, exactly. You understand. Maybe we've been experiencing clipping mask on the wrong. No. See, okay, I use Alpha Lock, and like I can see where the clipping mask can be very handy, and I have used it, but I don't know, I'm too scared to mess it up. And I don't have the flexibility that I like with Alpha Lock. So to each their own. Whatever helps you do the art. What helps you do art better, do that. But always experiment. Definitely do pieces that help you experiment. Like Draco, I'm gonna show you the art I did for you. So typically when I draw, here's a good example. So this is what I do. Line art, colors, shading, lighting, right? Okay, right. But then I was like, man, I kind of want to step this up because I'm getting bored with drawing. So then I drew this, which is actually Cow Cow and her kitty, and I got rid of the line work and used color as depth. And I like this a lot more, adds a lot more texture, and plus Procreate just updated to where they have new brushes, and this was a good way for me to experiment with it. Okay, but I was like, man, that was much more exciting and much more fun than what I've been doing. So I've been doing it more. So like here, I like that it looks like it's a painting, but it's a digital painting. It's not just flat. And granted, yeah, I could take this, right? Let's go over here and we could just blend this on. It'll be all like whoop, but like textures are nice. I'm not trying to be realistic, you know? And plus also, yes, I'm drawing a para. But then I actually got permission from this artist right here. Go check them out. I love them so much. 10 out of 10. They do a lot of dino art, and look how like fluffy they are, and they still keep that semi-realism, but they're still adding texture. Like this looks distinctly more fluffy than that. It actually looks smooth. So I asked them permission if I could try their style, and I did, and I mixed that with what I did, and I found a new style that I'm really helpful with, right? So I implemented the fluff multicolors and placed it over here. So you see like head feathers look like they're fluffy. I kept the scales in the muzzle because there wouldn't be feathers there. A lot of smaller details here. Fluffy chest. Which is what you should do whenever you study artists and you want to try something else, right? Like that's how you like move up in the world, and like you try to do something different. That's something I really struggle with artists. I get really bored because it's sketch, line art, flat colors, shading, lighting, push it out, right? Okay. So since I became more comfortable with that, so this is commission for Draco, actually. Thank you, Draco. I appreciate you. He wanted a unicorn done, and I implemented the same idea, right? Hang on, let me actually get a pen or something. So same thing, fluff textures. Kept these shiny for the hooves. It's a different texture. Fluff chest. And then their hair, like their mane, I guess, well actually here's more fluff textures. Smooth this out. Right? And then to push it further, I really wanted the mane to look long. And for me, drawing longer hair fluff is really difficult for me. And it's something I also had to learn, and this was a good way for me to try it, because you see I kept it darker here, And as it came out this way, right, it became lighter because it was catching more light. The denser your hair is, the less likely you are to see those kind of highlights and that kind of thing. That's why this and this is a lot more shiny than everything over here. And I'm really starting to understand how to paint digitally and how everything works. So that being said, I forgot why I went on that tangent. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, you know what? I had a whole ass thing and then I lost myself. I am so sorry, guys. If anyone wants to remind me what the fuck I was talking about, let me know. That's how I'm learning how to draw digitally and be more implemented in drawing art. Yep, that's how we're gonna wrap that up. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, guys. Get it, but regardless, I appreciate it. I would love to do more tutorials for people and show people how I do all the art stuff and how other art people can do art stuff things. The plot, Sammy, the plot. I know, I'm sorry. Let's take this. Let's go ahead and add our darker colors real quick. Let's see if we can make him look all highlighted and stuff. Oh wait, no. I'm making this harder than I should be. It's kind of working. Yeah, that works. I'll take it. If you guys were to walk away, if any of my artists are here, digital, traditional, if I were to give one piece of advice to you guys tonight, always flip your canvas while you're sketching and doing line work. I think when it's painting, when you're actually painting and rendering, it's less important unless you're doing lighting. But always flip your canvas, because sometimes you miss stuff. Flip it real. That's right. I actually had someone in the Discord the other day and we're learning how to, we're teaching themselves how to draw Rexes. And they were like, I don't know what's wrong with my sketch. I can't put my finger on it. I'm like, do you flip your canvas? And they're like, no. And I'm like, do it. And they're like, I found it. And I'm like, yep. Sometimes you just need a little turnaround, see what's going on. I'm pretty happy with Dragonite right now. Just get a little bit of shading on the nailsies though. We gotta get your nails did. Get your nails did, girl. Actually, my Dragonite was a male. Forgot what I named him. I feel like there's a note somewhere, but I don't remember. Alright, so we've done 2. God. Let's do Mimikyu now? So let's actually take a color from Dragonite, like it's a costume. And we'll kind of just make them darker like this. Yeah, let's do that. And then we actually need to... Let's draw it like this. Make it look all spacey cool and all that. Oh no, we missed a spot. Hold on. Boop. So when we shade Mimikyu, keep to the earthy tones. I don't think Mimikyu really has different colors, right? Mimikyu just has like a costume. I don't like how orange it is, so maybe we should go back to yellow. Yeah, I like that more. And then we'll go back this way. And we'll start shading. I love Mimikyu, by the way, guys. Mimikyu is one of my favorite Pokemon. I think they're just so adorable. Also, I don't know why I got Mimikyu to copy Dragonite, but I just thought it was adorable. Maybe they really admired Dragonite for some reason because they're like the biggest and they're a dragon type and they're like, haha, I can dominate you because I'm a fairy type. Get wrecked, loser. I don't know. You put one in his cup? I know. You know, fairy type versus dragon type. Dragon type gets fucked. Because fairy. Oh shit, I didn't mean to make that bigger. Oh, Mimikyu. It's kind of cute. It looks like a Dragonite, right? I think it looks like a Dragonite. Alright, and then something cool I want to do with this is make it look all spacey and cool and stuff. I think that's kind of cool. It looks like it's hand, right? I love spacey cool stuff. Thanks, me too. Alright, so we got 3 done. 3 to go. Can we at least finish the other Pokemon before the end of stream? Is the real question. And then after that, I think I might just do a background on my own for you guys later, and then I'll definitely post this on the social medias for you guys to see. Okay, I'm gonna do Mudsdale. I'm like itching to do Mudsdale now. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so Mudsdale, let's take this color and actually more on the orange side. Yeah, I think this'll do. Hello. Oh, I should probably switch to Mudsdale. Too bright. Come down here, maybe. Yeah, let's start there. This is a good place to start. I like that. Okay, and then he's got the start color for his mane. Should bring it over to the blue side. Actually, this would be a really good place to use a clipping mask. So let's jump up and let's do clipping mask to this. Thank you so much for the paracall. Now let's get... yeah. So for any of you who don't know, clipping masks are nice because you can keep... so I clipped the mask to layer 13, which is the main body of Mudsdale. If I do a clipping mask above it, it'll stay to this area that I'll color in, but I won't go up that way. I had a pen I've been using. I guess it is that one. This way I can work on the body and the mane separately, and I don't need to worry about accidentally coloring into each of them and doing a lot of cleanup, because that will cause a lot of work for me later. Be good for the mane. Oh, just kidding, I missed a spot.
My little soda pop, you're all I can think of. Every drop I drink.
with soda pop. Where's that from? From Nico? Yep. Nico loves his soda pop. May actually unfortunately have to start disabling some of these noises because I'm putting them on YouTube and YouTube is flagging them and it's like, you're copywriting, and I'm like, shit. Your mom's copywriting. I don't need to do his tail as well, but we're already here. Oh shit. Oh, I got hiccups. Sorry, guys. Alright, I'll start filling some more of this in. I got this really bright color going on. It's like a red. Yeah. Too bright. Need it a little more this way. Yeah, there we go. It looks like what's gonna have to happen is I have to erase some of this so that I can color in these other colors. Color in the colors. Like the inside of his ear, his eye. I named my my Mudsdale Mudcake, and I love him. I love their freaking ability where every time they get smacked, their defense goes up. Oh, I see what's happened. Got it. Actually, how am I supposed to handle this? So I have this, the black tail on a clipping mask. but it's actually two different colors. I might just paint on the clipping mask itself and call it a day. Yeah. Yeah, let's just... There we go. Let's go back to pens. This color to get that clipping mask. There we go. Let's try this actually. So I'm gonna color this in again on the clipping mask, and I'm gonna go ahead and make the shape of where the black turns into the red. And then it should make my life easier, maybe. I don't know, we're about to find out. How far down does this go? Not a lot, actually. Sure, we can go with that. I don't have a problem with it. I don't even know that was an option. I get cute aggression every time I see the EP dragon. Aww. Oh my gosh, so much coloring. Oh, actually, this bottom part is this color still. They're almost colored, guys. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay, let's work on the body. I'd like to keep this red color, just try not to go down too much. I don't know if these are like supposed to be socks or something, but I'm coloring them like they are socks. The little tail. Oh, no, Victoria, you're sleeping on him. This little spoon emote. Thank you. Alright, now we gotta work on the black part of his mane. Actually, I do have to erase some of this because he still has the red and parts of this up here. There we go. Okay, now work on the black part of his mane. So we're gonna work kind of the opposite way of what we have been doing, which is actually making this lighter in certain places. Because black can be really difficult to shade. Only because, like, you can only go so dark with black. So I want to make sure we're kind of using the colors we need to so that it's still understood what color it is and we can still see it. And then what we'll do is we'll come back in with this color, which is the original dark color we used, and we're just gonna kind of build in and make it blend in a little bit better. There we go. I'm using the pen pressure on my iPad in order to go as hard or as softly as I need to in order to shade this. Another good piece of advice is whenever you're shading or drawing, always go in the direction of the fur. It'll help it add more depth and all that. But it looks like we are going to run out of time today. We won't be able to finish the team today, which is unfortunate, but it does mean we get to have another art day, which it looks like you guys have been really enjoying so far. So we will definitely have more art days for you guys, and I'll find another playlist that we can listen to. Bless you. My cat just sneezed. Not bad, huh? I think it looks pretty good. Who knew that drawing a complete set of Pokemon would take an extraordinary amount of time? If I were to ever have this available on my Ko-Fi, this would probably be one of the most expensive things that I could probably draw for a client. Just because it requires so much attention and so much detail and so many little things. Okay, let's color in his eye, and then that will be it for the time being. So I can also take a break and also not do too much. Let's take this red. Oh, hang on. My cats can't get to their water. So the bathroom door was closed on accident. Hold on. Okay. Alright, my little children have access to water now. Let's have them looking down at Vaporeon. Like this. There we go. Look at that, guys. We're actually, like, doing stuff. See the time lapse up to well, let's see. How long have we been working on this canvas now? 5 hours. Jesus. Yeah, so we started out with Dragonite and Vaporeon trying to figure out poses, and really this pose with Mudsdale is what really got this started. I'm trying to figure out everybody else's poses. Mimikyu. Oh, I love Mimikyu so much. When the colors come in, this really starts to bring it to life too. And then we start rendering. Oh, that little cloud smoke look came out really good. I know it's supposed to be a flame, but I like it. The little cloud smoke. And of course, Mudsdale took the longest. Mudsdale's the biggest. there we have it, guys. That's as far as we've gotten so far. Oh, so much work. So I think hopefully next time we'll wrap this up for sure. In the meantime, let's see if we can go... Oh, hang on. Oop, there we go. Let's see if we can go find someone to raid for tonight. I do appreciate you guys coming to hang out for tonight, though. Actually, here, we'll keep this open so you guys can see it. Ooh, this one's making icons and stickers. Oh, they have a cute little VTuber, too. I think we should go check them out. Alright everybody, so we have someone we're gonna raid. Thank you guys for hanging out with this art stream today. I'm so sorry we weren't able to finish, but we will definitely get onto it soon. I did not anticipate how long this piece of art will actually take. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. We will be starting a new game tomorrow, so be sure to be a part of that. Of course, keep up with Discord so you can see the latest and greatest that we're up to. Thank you guys so much and have a great rest of your night. Bye guys!